Hi, I'm Frankie.
And I'm Cheyenne.
And we are
Conbini Cult. Featuring
Rosa!
Everybody say
Rosa.
hi, Rosa.
Hi, Rosa. Welcome back.
We have a special guest today because we're going to be chatting about studying abroad stories. So Cheyenne has studied abroad in Tokyo.
Yeah, crazy.
Rosa did her study abroad in Osaka.
Oh.
I have studied abroad, but it was in London, so I
Can't for London.
I can't contribute as much to this, but just the general study abroad experience. But yeah,
Nice.
just a fun little casual chat today about studying abroad and the craziness that can happen.
Mm-hmm. I think no matter what country you've studied abroad in, anyone who's in college studying in a foreign country that isn't their own, it's going to be crazy no matter what. A lot of cultural shocks, and yeah, so I'm excited to hear Rosa's experience, compare and contrast the Japan versus London experience. Yeah.
Well, Rosa has been on the podcast before a very long time ago, and also if you're a regular listener, she has given us stories before about mayhem on the train.
This is the funny storyteller. This is the one that was
and her teaching story.
Yeah.
Teacher Mr. E for evil.
Yes, exactly. This is the famous Rosa.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, I've seen some things. It was all against my will.
You've seen even more.
It was really just coincidence, and I'm sure I'll see more.
Well, you saw the man in the wedding dress or whatever it was.
How could you
not see? Did we show Cheyenne that?
No.
Well, show it to you later.
We'll show you at dinner
later. Yeah. Okay. Yay! I'm excited.
Yeah. But okay, let's let the people know who you are again.
So I'm Rosa. So I'm currently 33 years old, but when I did my study abroad, I was about 27 or 26 years old. Mm-hmm. The reason I did it was because I just wanted to. It was like a whim. I'm like, oh, that'd be exciting. Because I was just studying Japanese as a hobby. Because my main thing was IT.
Why did you study Japanese?
I was stressed about IT.
Oh, so more like
was it because of like anime or?
Well, that was part of it. But I always liked anime. But when I liked anime, I didn't know that it was a Japanese thing. Because
we had it all dubbed.
Yeah, everything was in English. You know, I was watching like Inuyasha, like Dragon Ball. I didn't know it was from the motherland. I just thought it was a TV show. Then when I got older, like in high school, I was like, oh yeah, it is from a different country and all that. But that wasn't what motivated me to go. I just like wanted to try something new. And then my hobby kind of evolved into like a more, how do you say, like intense want. Like I wanted like
a passion for learning Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah. And my family was not with it. They're like, shouldn't you be like coding or something? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can do both. But I don't know, one thing led to another, and now we're all here. Yeah.
Nice. So you're like a university student studying Japanese on top of your IT courses, and then you went to Japan for a year.
So after I started studying Japanese, like I became a double major.
Ooh.
So I was like, I might as well because I'm
in Japanese.
So it was like Japan area studies, and then I had when you do Japan area studies, you have to take Japanese plus the Japanese history.
Oh,
and like
so she's an expert.
Yeah.
No, I wish I was. Yeah, so I just kind of decided like, hey, let me go on this adventure. But I never thought that I was going to live here. It just led to it.
That's how it goes. Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, I've been studying Japanese since high school, continued studying it throughout college. My major was TESOL, teaching English originally business, actually. Continued studying Japanese, and then my school, if you studied abroad in Japan, you just automatically got the Japanese minor. And so I thought, yeah, why not? I'm studying Japanese anyway. Came here, I thought it was going to just be for fun, and it was. And then I just liked it so much, I came back to live here as well. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes, yeah.
The next year?
Yeah, so when I came, I was a junior in college. And so when I came to Tokyo for 1 year, basically my whole junior year. I went back home for my senior year. And then after I graduated in the fall semester. So 2016, December, I graduated and I was back by the summer, July 2017. Yeah. Yeah. Really quick, I guess. Yeah. Couldn't wait. Yeah.
Yeah. I started after you. So I started around 2018, like that whole year. 2019, I went back for 1 year, and then I came back like 2020.
And you went to Osaka.
Yeah.
Did you like particularly choose Osaka? I want to go there, or was it random?
Was it the only option?
Yeah.
I had 3 options.
Okay.
So it was Ritsumeikan, like Kansai Gaidai.
Oh.
Yeah, Ritsumeikan in
Ritsumeikan's
Kyoto.
in Kyoto.
Yeah, Kansai Gaidai in Hirakata, and then I forgot this other school in Sendai.
Oh, so
random.
like 2 Kansai schools and then one all the way up there.
So Tokyo was not
Not
even
even an option?
I think no.
And oh, sorry, go ahead.
Not that. I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't see that. I don't remember.
Okay, so it's just like through your school, probably like sister schools. Those were the schools you like had access to, were available to go to.
Yeah.
I see. Well, you liked it enough, Osaka, right? I mean, you're still here.
I was really torn. Kyoto or Osaka. Kyoto or Osaka. But then...
Close. Yeah.
I think Osaka suits you way more. So
Yeah.
that was a good choice.
Ooh.
Yeah. But you know, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
Kyoto...
was fate.
Yeah.
Kyoto just seems so strict to me.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? It suits you more. When I dig into Kyoto people real quick, I'm kidding.
Kyoto's a bit more reserved, uptight, some would say. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure students that go to school in Kyoto enjoy it. But if you're looking for a good time, not a long time, then Osaka's really fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too. Kyoto is like very beautiful, but the overall atmosphere is just quiet
Yeah.
to me. And like, sure, there's a party scene somewhere in Kyoto, I assume. And that's not the reason why Rosa went to school here. That's not what I'm saying
Yes,
at all.
it
But
is.
just like, yeah, like雰囲気, like atmosphere-wise,
Yeah.
and just the way people down here in Osaka are, I mean, it suits me a lot better versus Tokyo as well. I really also enjoy living in Osaka, so I get it.
Yeah. So why did you choose your university?
So my university, I went to, can I just out myself? I went
You
to,
don't go there anymore.
I
Why
guess
not?
so, yeah, that's true.
She doesn't even go here.
I went to Aoyama Gakuin Daigaku, so Aoyama University up in Tokyo. That's like right next to Omotesando and Shibuya and Aoyama like hills and everything.
Cemetery.
Yep. But I had multiple choices. I had a lot of schools in Tokyo, and then I almost went to NUFS, which is like Nagoya University of Foreign Studies. And at the time, I've never been to Japan for like travel or anything. I had no idea about Japan, so I just kind of pinpointed it to Aogaku, which is my school I chose. And then I forgot the name already, but it was a more business-focused university in Tokyo. So I just was like...
Waseda?
No, I don't think Waseda was like on our sister school list. So that was another reason why
I
we
don't
had
think
like
that's a
sister
business
school, yeah.
That's just the one I know.
It starts with an R and I just like cannot remember the name of it. But anyway, so I was like, well, if I'm gonna go to Japan, I'm gonna go to Tokyo because I was like, I was 19 when I studied abroad. So young and dumb. And I think after talking to like another friend who was also coming to study abroad at the same time as me, they went to Aogaku as well. So I was just like, yeah, sure, I don't know anything. I trust you. And so that's why I chose it. Yeah. Location-wise, pretty solid. I mean, I was down in Shibuya almost. I was like one of those hood rats that would just lurk around Shibuya almost like every day after school. And I got to really like, I don't know, because I was 19, 19 to 20, like party, teenage experience down there. So it was fun, yeah. I'm curious about your experience because you were like older than me. So clearly your brain is like developed, you know, by that time versus me at 19, you know?
Yeah, that's why you would think that I would have made good decisions. However, in Miami, like, I know we're a party city as well. Like, everybody's, and I'm used to seeing like all kinds of things. Like, go to a party, there's drugs and all types of things. Not that I partake in those things, but I was really straight edge until till I was like 25, 26 when I came to Japan. And Japan changed me, guys.
Yep, I feel that.
Japan, like I used to just drink like maybe once a month with some friends in like a house party. And then I found myself like drinking every night, going to the bar every night because my friend said, hey, are you coming out? And I was like, oh, I don't know, but what else was I supposed to do? Just stay in my dorm?
You're getting cultural exchange.
Yeah. So everybody's like, yo, you're missing the party, the party time. We call it party, but we're just sitting at a bar talking and drinking copious amounts of alcohol till like 2 a.m. But it would be to the point that it was every day because we had like this local bar we would all go to. And it's like, oh, you're not coming tonight? That's weird. And then because I was going out every night, like I didn't have that much money to like travel around because I was too busy drinking it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was going to ask you guys, did you get a chance to travel a lot when you were studying here? Because, well, should I go into my non-Japan
background? You go into yours first, and then we'll talk about domestic travel,
Okay, yeah. So I was also in my junior year of university. I had just turned 21, so I did my study abroad in London because I decided at the very last minute to study abroad. It was the second semester, junior year, and one of my roommates, she was preparing to do an exchange in New Zealand, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. I didn't even know that was an option because I had never left the country before. I hadn't really traveled that much, and because I only had maybe 2 or 3 months to do it, England, where at the time at least, you didn't need a student visa if it was less than 6 months. It was like 5.5, like just on the cusp.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to apply for a visa. So that was just the easiest option for me. And then also, at that time, I was applying for my first passport too. So I'm so lucky that everything was done in time.
When you're a college student in general, you just like don't have money usually is the case. So, and London seems like a very expensive city. I don't know about the time when you went. So like, what were you doing for like recreational fun?
At the time, the pound was like double the value of the dollar, but I had, because I was getting student loans for my university, so they gave me a refund because it was the second semester, so I got like $8,000 or $9,000 in a refund, and that is what I used for the rent in London. Because it was £800 a month for the rent, which was like $1,300.
That's expensive. Yeah, even as a college student. And you have roommates?
3 roommates.
Yeah, I had 3 flatmates.
Oh, flatmates. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my God, they were roommates.
Flatmates.
Right. Oh, flatmates. Sorry.
History will tell you they were flatmates. No.
That's still crazy expensive when you have like flatmates like that. I keep wanting to say roommates. So were you allowed to work? Did you have a job over there?
No, so that's the thing. I couldn't work because I didn't have a student visa. I was just on a tourist visa. So towards the end of my semester, I was really broke.
Yeah. Were you kind of budgeting at least? Like, is there cheap options to eat out there? Like, what were you doing? Are you just, you know what, YOLO, have fun?
You know when you're 21?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I was just YOLOing. Yeah. And like sometimes because I did travel a lot too, because you know the school would do different trips and stuff, and then traveling in Europe is so easy.
Yeah,
it's just a 2-hour train to Paris or a short flight somewhere else. So I was able to go to France, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Czech Republic.
Wow.
I went to Scotland. I went to a lot of places, and that's also why I ran out of money.
Yeah.
But on those travels, I wasn't like. I don't really drink too much anyway, so I wasn't really drinking a lot, but I wasn't really indulging in the local cuisine either. Like, I remember being in Barcelona and just eating, like, a piece of bread.
Because you were, like, out of money. I see.
Like, all my money went to getting there.
Yeah,
not to eating the good stuff.
Oh, man, yeah. Especially in, like, Barcelona, right? That's, like, where you should eat,
yeah. But I was in Europe last summer, so now, as an adult...
Right, with the adult money.
With a proper job and stuff. I could eat well in Europe last summer.
I see. Yeah, you didn't travel around, you said.
I did a little bit. So I went to South Korea, I went to Taiwan, and then I went like around like Okinawa. I think I went to Tokyo.
Did you go to Hokkaido at that time?
Yes, I went to Hokkaido. So I got around a little bit, but mostly for the holidays. You know how we would have like spring break?
Oh, okay, yeah, the school holidays, you're out and about.
Yeah, so I would try. And then I explored like most of Kansai, like with my friends. But also I was broke. So
could you work a job, or were you working at the time?
Yes, did you work?
Yeah, I worked at like my school had an English teaching like conversation thing in the school, so I was like working there, and then I was also kind of working under the table somewhere else, like at a restaurant. But yeah, so like making money here and there, but also mostly I just came on loans and I like used that loan money, because you're a college student, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a scholarship, so I was using that. But for the food, I had to cover myself. So I couldn't work the first semester. And then I hadn't decided to do a second semester until like it was too late. Did you do a full year?
I did a full year. Yeah.
See, I thought like, oh, I'll just go to the semester and that's enough.
Oh, it's so fast.
No.
It passes by way too quick.
Yeah. I wish I could have done longer, but I planned everything last minute, so that's the consequence.
Because even during the semester that you're in, you can apply for the next one. There's an application.
But it was kind of tricky because I was at the end of junior year going into senior year. So if I had done it for the full junior year, that would have made more sense. But it's too late.
Me doing the full year too. I don't know if it was me doing a full year because of this, or I also, when I came to Japan, I said, why am I a business major? I don't like this. And then I like taught English on the side, really liked it. And so when I went back, I changed my major. So that also like delayed my graduation date as well, like by one semester. But that was kind of the reason why I graduated on the NEET.
Yeah. Can I ask, how was the visa process?
Well, my school, I remember just doing everything super in advance, like not because I'm a organized person at all. I just remember like
deadlines.
There was the deadlines, and my, what do you call them? Like study abroad coordinator. They kind of just, once you decide that's what you want to do, you meet with them and they say like, okay, turn this document in by, this date or whatever.
You didn't have an interview?
To go into Japan? No, I don't think so, because maybe my school was like a sister school and an exchange, so me going there, I mean, they were just gonna take one of their students back at my school anyway, so they weren't like really gaining or losing anyone. We just switched over for the year. But no, I don't remember doing an interview. But in Japan, visa like paperwork and everything is really complicated in general. So I remember doing a lot of stuff for what is it called? The certificate of eligibility. You have to turn those documents in. I just remember turning in a lot of forms, and I had to go to the doctor and get like an x-ray on like my my lungs and stuff, and just a lot of forms I had to fill out, to make sure I was okay. I don't know.
Why does it sound like it's different? Well, I don't know. Like in my school, it was a very competitive program. So not everybody could go because there were so many applicants. So you actually had to audition. Kind of. Or like,
no, we did not do that. No.
You have to have like a one-on-one interview with like the head of each department, like the Japanese department, and you have to explain yourself. Why do you want to go? Why do you need to go? And it was so hard for me because remember, I'm not a.
You're not my IT major, so that's
it's not my main major.
Yeah.
So the way that I could get through is because of I declared like, I'm a double major actually. So they and I guess I interviewed well. Like, I really sold myself. I was like, I just really need this experience, I really want to, like, expand my horizons. Like, I don't know what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
some BS.
I'm sure it was also just really refreshing for them as the interviewers to hear someone who was so unrelated to Japanese studies completely. They were like, oh, what is this IT major doing here? Like, that sounds interesting. And there you go. What?
I remembered what happened.
Okay. Did I point it out? Did I pinpoint it? No.
You jogged my memory.
Okay, good.
Right before my interview, I got in a car accident.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I got hit by a truck.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Explain.
Did that help your...
They said, you know what, we feel bad for... You're like in the hospital bed interviewing. They say, you know what, we feel kind of bad for her. Yeah.
Okay.
I brought it up during the interview because, so like the week before, my face was injured.
Oh my God.
The airbag didn't go off. So I hit my head on the wheel and I had like a cut here.
No.
So I got to the interview and they're like, oh my God. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? This has awakened me. Like, I realized I need to do this experience because life is too short.
My life flashed before my eyes.
There
I
you
had to go to Japan.
Yeah, I got hit by a truck and it made me realize I needed this. So they were just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I have to let her go.
Yeah, if they denied you, they would just look like straight up a-holes, probably.
I forgot I said that. Wow.
What a crazy experience. So I'm glad you're safe. You're okay.
You know what happened? That the road was wet. And
did you slide or
the truck slid onto, like, I got rear-ended.
Ooh.
It's okay because the hot, what was it?
Firefighter?
The handsome firefighters came to rescue me.
Oh, okay.
That's a different story.
Just gotta get hit by a truck.
Yeah, there you go.
Should I try that now?
Why waste your time on the apps when you can just get hit by a truck?
No,
it's called a meet cute.
We're in our 30s now.
Meet cute.
We don't need
Yeah, I might break my back next time.
There you go. I see. So I know you said you were like out, not partying, but drinking. You're spending a lot of time socializing and all that. How were your studies? Did you take your studies seriously? Did you have to get good grades to stay?
You do. But for me, it was so easy. I don't know about you.
To get good grades or just to stay focused?
The classes were so easy.
Yeah, I mean, I was primarily in Japanese classes, which were easy the first semester, hard the second semester because you like move up a level. And then because I was a business major, I was taking a lot of like econ classes and stuff.
In Japanese?
Oh, no. In
everything's
English.
in
Yeah,
English.
in English.
Yeah,
and
everything's
like,
in English.
that sucked. So thankfully, my program, you just needed a pass or fail, essentially. So I was kind of just on that like YOLO, like student study abroad, student vibe, and just said, if I get a C, that's fine. Because it won't show up on my transcript, basically. So it didn't affect my overall GPA when I went back home, which was very nice. But it was hard. Not hard to study, but hard to stay focused. I mean, considering I was just so young in a new place with so much stuff to do. Yeah. So that was hard for me, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I was not focused.
No? Okay.
But, I went from IT. So remember, I'm coding, like I'm doing programming 3. And like I'm crying myself to sleep because I can't debug.
I see, yeah.
I can't debug this. So I went from that to just studying like a history class, Japanese. I think my hardest classes were like kanji and Japanese. But I really liked the Japanese teachers I had. So I was like straight A's. And kanji, I think I got a B minus.
Yeah.
But everything else was like great. But what I would do is I would do all my homework for the week, like in one day. And then I would just be free.
Party.
Yeah.
I'll ask about you guys' experience because like what I noticed, it was like a cultural shock for me, I guess. In the US, for example, it's really, I don't want to say it's easy to get in, but like you apply to the universities you want to go to, you take the SATs, whatever. And then when you're a college student, it's just very typical to pull an all-nighter studying or writing papers. It's just very hard throughout the whole 4 years or more if you're there. Versus when I came to Japan, I noticed like at the time you just wrote, you had like a student number, and mostly the lecture hall based classes, not my like Japanese classes that had small number of students, but more lecture based courses. You showed up, you like filled out your student number on a slip basically to show your attendance, and you just put it in a pile like on the teacher's desk at the end of the lecture, and everyone was asleep in every class almost. So it was kind of just like they went, the professors didn't say anything, and everyone was just sleeping the whole time.
Was this in Hawaii or Tokyo?
No, this is the university in Tokyo. Like, I'm not saying I'm smart. Don't like misunderstand, but that university is really hard to get into apparently.
For Japanese people.
Yeah, and for Japanese people, and it's like kind of a more wealthy university for Japanese people. So it's like you study, the people who go to there, like when I told some Japanese friends that I go, quote unquote, to this university, they were like, hey, like what? Oh my God, you got in? I'm like, no, dude, like it's just a sister school, you know, I could just go in. So I, of course, didn't have to go through that process. But I learned kind of in Japan, it's really, really hard to get into university. And then it's kind of smooth sailing from there once you're in. Yeah, was the vibe I got. How about you guys? Was your lectures or anything like that?
The general university experience?
Yeah, like going to university in London, I guess, like the classes, were they similar to the style of the US? You just sit and...
Kind of, because I was an English major, so a lot of my classes were, literature and creative writing. So I did pretty much the same thing in London, so taking like a poetry class, nonfiction writing. There was also a Shakespeare class that I took, and then we went to the Globe Theater to see a Shakespeare play.
Ooh, fun, okay.
Yeah, and I also took like music appreciation, and randomly one of our assignments was to do a performance.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sing and play the harmonica.
Oh!
So I learned how to play the harmonica
randomly.
You
learned for that.
Yeah.
Okay, fun. Yeah.
Is there a recording I would like?
Oh, yeah, I think I have it on my Facebook archive
Oh,
somewhere.
Facebook! I know, yeah.
Take us back.
That was 2013 when I was there.
Okay, yeah, so
Wow.
2013, you said 2018 to
Yeah.
2019.
I was late bloomer.
I was 2014 to 2015. Yeah. So we're very much in that like Facebook era of like uploading photos. The album, you create an album for all your memories. Yeah.
We had Instagram, but it was not like Facebook was still like
the thing where you're like
time.
taking lots of pictures and putting them all into one album. Yeah, it was
yes.
like
I
Facebook.
remember that.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, fun. Good times to be young. Yeah.
But the classes were easy, I think.
Easier than your university back home?
Yeah.
Because you were an exchange student or
Yeah, so the school that my school did an exchange with we used to have 2 options, but of course suddenly this semester I wanted to study abroad. Like it only went down to 1 option, and this place was called Regent's College, and it was basically just a school for people to study abroad. There were not a lot of British students there.
Interesting.
But my flatmates were British, so that was, and I met people when I was out, so that was the cultural exchange that I had. But among the other students, we were all just basically Americans studying abroad.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. That kind of like led me to one of my, I don't know, points I wanted to talk about. So you had flatmates who were British, so you got to, meet new people through there. How about you with were most of the people you were hanging out with like also exchange students, or did you try your best to get to know Japanese people more and like get into,
At first I did.
Okay.
So we had a buddy system. Like you could adopt a buddy. A buddy.
Like a Japanese person?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, at my school too. Yeah.
So I had that buddy, but she was so cute and she was younger than me, right? Remember, I'm 26. Okay. So she's probably like 19 or something like that. She's a freshman. Mm-hmm. And of course she still doesn't know English that well, but I'm like taking her out and taking her out to the bar, and she can't drink yet.
Bad influence.
She's 19.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, she's just watching me drink. She's just having a great time. But then after that, you start getting really close to your like roommates. Mm-hmm. So I had a Korean roommate. So she like hooked me up with all the Koreans. So I was hanging out with them. And then I had a Japanese boyfriend. And he was showing me like all these like older Japanese people as well. Because we would go to like izakayas and like we would go to Kyoto and hang out. And then I had friends from like even Latinos, like people from Ecuador. So then I was hanging out with all the people from Ecuador. So I was like jumping from group. But my best friend at that time was American. Yeah. So we were really close. We were hanging out all the time. But she doesn't drink. So she's like my daytime friend. And then there was my nighttime friends. I still kind of do that.
I was going to say, is it Frankie?
She wasn't at school with me.
Yeah.
This bestie, she like moved back to America. But she lived in Japan. She lived in Yamagata for like five years. Wow. And she moved back because she's getting married and she got a different job. But her Japanese is fluent. She's so cool. And she used to work at the city hall.
Damn.
Yeah, no, she's super smart. Like she was doing like business Japanese. And I was like struggling. Like, no, I'm not doing business Japanese. But we took a few classes together. But yeah, I had like many groups of friends because I was like, oh, I gotta like...
you really like tried to branch yourself out
I gotta get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like those people still come visit me.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice like to stay connected with your study abroad friends you met from so many years ago. Are you still in touch with... Oh,
no.
Okay, no.
I mean, some of us are still mutuals on Instagram, but we don't talk regularly.
No.
Oh. What about you? Your friends?
Yeah, so my first semester, I stayed in like a women's dorm basically through the school. And in that dorm, there were like some Japanese students here and there, but it was most of the exchange students as well. So my circle was very much just exchange students and people who spoke English. So that was kind of like one regret I have is not... I have Japanese friends that I'm still friends with or mutuals with to this day, but I feel like I could have made more effort to like speak Japanese more with Japanese people during that time. But when I was staying in that dorm, there was a girl I met there who was also from the US. She was from LA, and we bonded really quickly, and we're still really good friends to this day. So she comes up to Japan and like she always comes to see me. And did I see her in the US at some point? I did, yeah. So when I've been to the US before, I've seen her. I have a lot of friends here and there that I still really keep in touch with, which is nice because I think like it's really, I guess, nice to keep friends from your student time as well, like especially when you become adults, people drift apart, so it's kind of nice to like hang on to those friends. So
actually, not for me, but my husband, he didn't study abroad, but he went to a school that had a lot of exchange students. So he was in that buddy program where he was assigned to somebody from the Netherlands.
That's so cute.
And then so he has a lot of Dutch friends now because of like all the people that he met, and they're still really close.
Right?
So,
were they at the wedding?
Yeah. Two of them came to the wedding.
Yay! Nice.
And then we also, when we went to Europe last summer, we met those friends too.
Yeah. You guys want to hear crazy? It's about the buddy system, kind of, but like how small the world is. Okay. So we called it, it's just like a tutor, basically. And so they're assigned to you before you come up to Japan. So they know you're like coming to the school, and so they probably find you on social media or whatever. So one of my tutor assigned to me, she, you know, found me through like email address or whatever. The school told her to hit me up. And then we're talking and we're like, yay, I'm so excited for you to come. So excited to see you. And then she's kind of like looking at my Facebook and she sees my name, my last name, which is, I won't say, and then maybe people can figure it out. And so she sees like my name and my last name, and then she's looking at my Facebook friends, like mutuals. And she said, I see you're friends with Cameron. How do you know Cameron? And I said, that's my older brother. How do you know Cameron?
Oh.
Like, what the heck? And apparently when she was in high school or something, my brother did a study abroad, like high school exchange in Okinawa, where she's from. And my brother met her when they were like really high school students or early college age students or something. So she knows my brother first through study abroad, and then through whatever kismet or something, she became my tutor when I was a study abroad student as well. Or who knows, maybe she saw Hawaii and was like, hey, I don't know how it worked out, but it is crazy. Yeah.
Something similar, you know, like I met Najib, he's from, you know,
Netherlands,
the
yeah.
Netherlands. He's mutuals with one of my friends that I made when I was in Katsegare.
Oh, really?
Benji.
Okay.
Like this super, like we weren't that close because he was a bit, he was more of a party person than I was. I'll put it that way.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a lot.
Wow.
So I just couldn't keep up with him. And he was like, you know those teasing friends that are always making fun of you and like roasting you?
In a good, like, fun way or in
Sometimes.
a too much way?
Sometimes. If he was too drunk, it was not fun. But he meant well.
Okay.
He meant well. But yeah, he was like commenting on like Najib's post. And I'm like, how do they know each other? Does everybody in Netherlands know each other? But that's probably not the case.
Yeah. Small world,
It's
for
just-
sure.
This is how it is.
Interesting.
Yeah, but all the friends that I made, like, this is like a 6-year period. Because remember, like, I came back to Japan, but I stayed in the area. So I lived in Hirakata. I stayed there for like 4 years more. So I kept making new friends at the bar that I used to frequent. And like I met more students. And like now those students are still coming back. So whenever they're coming back to Japan, they always hit me up. And like we go out. So sometimes I'm like, leave me alone.
I have too many friends.
It's
I can't
like-
help it. I'm so popular.
No, it's not
Ladies, leave me alone.
leave me alone type shit, because I'm like trying to have a full-time job and work and like hang out with my friends that live here.
But you can say no. It's okay.
But you know what it is?
No, not to us.
No, okay.
I was like,
To
you
them.
can say
I'm
no,
sorry, I
but not
misunderstood.
me. Yeah.
You know what it is? Because before they left, like, you know, you get drunk and you're like, oh, guys, when you come back, we're going to hang out again. So now I feel like compelled, because I talked a lot of shit. I was like, yeah, when you come, like, come to my house.
And did they come to your
Let's
house?
go drinking. Some have.
Okay.
Some have. So I have friends coming the end of November, and I have friends coming the end of December.
Yes,
But
you're booked and busy.
Yeah, but my friend in December is, like, he's my closest friend, Kim. He's Korean. We've been friends, like, since, like, day one of when I was a student. And he was my roommate introduced me to him. So we're still friends, and, like, I go to Korea, and he lives in Busan. And he just, like, tours me in his car and, like, takes me everywhere in Busan. Yeah, he's the best. Yeah, so he's coming.
It is nice. I think if you are ever considering studying abroad or just traveling somewhere, like, really make those connections, because you never know where they could lead you in the world. And not saying, like, to get something out of it, you know, like you get a free tour guide when you go to this place, nothing like that. But yeah, just international friendships, they are really nice. And they come in handy when you do travel.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came to visit me in Miami. And he's like, why did you leave Miami? He loved it so much. So now he's living in
He's over there partying.
Yeah, he's
with
like,
people,
woo! Miami when? I'm like, bro, like, it's so expensive to get a plane ticket. But now he's living in Chicago because he's working abroad for 2 years.
Wow.
But he's coming to visit.
Well, fun. That'll be fun.
I'm like, why did you move when I'm living here? Like,
I know.
it was a whole thing.
That's always frustrating too, yeah. Like, I think when I finally moved to Japan, a lot of my friends that were here moved to, like, other places. And that's just adulthood, right? People move away and
So
stuff.
sad.
Yeah. Too.
Yeah.
What was your guys' like most memorable time studying abroad? Like a fun memory or just something you were like, wow, this is great. Okay. I'm like not in on the
I don't
inside
know if I wanna
joke
share
here.
this one.
Oh, okay.
Her London life. You could just edit it out, maybe.
Well, now I want to hear. You can tell me at dinner too if you don't want to put it in.
Yeah, I'll tell you at dinner.
Oh, okay. Frankie's keeping her a secret, but
it's just something really silly, but
okay.
Yeah.
Some things are better left
Unsaid. Yeah, we love the mystery, but okay, sounds good. But you do have a good memory.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed learning the harmonica for my performance.
Okay, play something right now.
She didn't bring her harmonica.
What did you play? Did you play like you covered a song or something, or did you
poetry?
Yeah, so I had to find somebody to play guitar, and then I had somebody singing with me too, who was also in my group in the class. So I did like a Bob Dylan song because I wanted to do the harmonica solo. I did a Neil Young song and a Johnny Cash song.
How many songs?
3 songs. It was a 10-minute performance.
Oh my god,
That's
that
amazing.
is long. Yeah. Well. Now we know Frankie's party trick is, so if you ever have a harmonica, just give it to Frankie.
It's been a while, but I could brush up on my harmonica skills.
I have stage fright. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I used to do poetry slams too. Like at my school. I didn't major in English. I wanted to. But when I was in high school, like I loved like literature and all that. But yeah, every time I would get nervous.
Yeah.
I guess you're used to it.
Is slam poetry still popular? Like, because I remember when I was in middle school, high school, it was really big and like cool to do slam poetry. Is it?
I guess it depends what circle you're in.
That's true.
Yeah, like if you were in the literature or anything, like you were making magazines or you were doing poetry slams. Like I was a magazine editor for some reason. My like teacher wrote me into it, and all my friends were doing it. So we're like, yeah, we're like cool nerds and stuff.
Nice.
We're like writing poetry for this book.
That's so like I don't know, cool and hipster or whatever.
I was in the poetry club.
Oh my god, you guys are so
Actually,
cool.
my thesis was poems.
Really?
Yeah.
Say a poem right now. Slam poetry right now.
It's been a while.
Podcasting, speaking into the mic, talking about your feelings, things I want to say, but things I can't hear. I don't know.
Hold on, I need to cough. I've been holding that.
Do you have one you really want to ask?
Yeah, let me look. Like, was there a gap between like the expectations you had about Japan? Like, you were like, "Ooh, it's gonna be like this," and then when you got here, you're like, "Oh."
For Japan as a place, no, everything exceeded my expectations.
Oh,
I think because
you must have.
I mean, I just like didn't. I knew about Japan. I studied Japanese, long enough to know kind of what to expect, but also I had no idea what to expect at the same time because Tokyo is just such a crazy place. Like one of my biggest culture shocks when I came was like nomihodai. Which it sounds like such a typical like foreigner response, but like as an American word, we don't have that. You're just like, what do you mean all you can drink? And I was 19 at the time, turning 20. The legal age to drink in Japan is 20. They also just don't card you a lot of the time, like, or ever, especially if you're foreign. And I just looked a lot less, I don't know, like Japanese at the time. I was like really tan and stuff. So I was just like partying a lot when I was 19. And so it was very, I guess, fun for me. So as a place, nothing, I guess, was or what was your question? Exceeding my expectations?
Well, that
Or did it meet? Different from your expectations?
So as a place, it like definitely met my expectations in just like how awesome my experience was overall. However, my language expectations, because when you study in a class and when you study from the textbook, especially in my case, it had been 4 years at that point, I was like, not cocky, but kind of like, I know how to like talk about myself or ask for directions or whatever. And then I came to Japan, listened to actual, normal speed Japanese, and just, that was my biggest culture shock. It was, or not culture shock, but like, I don't know. Wake up call was just, oh, I don't know how to speak Japanese at all. Basically was kind of the biggest shock to me. Yeah. How about you guys?
Well, I mean, mine, not really from study abroad, but just from the first time visiting Japan, because I came here randomly because I was trying to use my vacation time when I was working in New York. And all I thought was, oh, Japan's so futuristic, robots, like Harajuku fashion. So when I came here, I was like, oh, it's actually really nice and peaceful and organized and clean.
Yeah, that's true.
So it didn't fail to meet my expectations, but it just totally like met them in a different way.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think anyone that I've met has come to Japan and been disappointed. Yeah, so it was definitely a good experience for me. How about you, Rosa?
For me, still coughing. Wow. For me, like, I wasn't sure what to expect because all you know is what you see on the textbooks. So you're like, oh, okay, maybe it's gonna be futuristic, maybe. But for me, it was the opposite of you. Like, I thought, why is it so quiet?
I've never heard anyone like ask that question about Japan. Yeah.
Why is no one talking?
Where's the
train?
sirens? Yeah.
Like,
where's the crazy
noise?
people? Yeah.
Like, I live in Miami, so it's like everybody's dancing, everybody's like, woo. Like, my family's very noisy. We're out, like, party every weekend, basically.
Nice.
And I was like, where's the party, guys? So I would finish drinking at 2 a.m. and like walking back. And one time I got lost because I was too drunk and my phone died. And I'm just like in some random cul-de-sac and it's just so quiet, like pin drop quiet. That freaked me out because I'm like, the murderer is going to come out, like out of the corner or something. It never happened. There was no murder, but I was like, somehow I found my way back. I don't remember how. But it was like eerily quiet. Like I knew it would be quiet because everybody said like, oh, it's very like peaceful. And I was like, what does that mean? Like,
you live in the chaos. Yeah.
You'd never known peace.
No, like I'm used to noisy environments constantly. Even walking down the street, it's just the car noise, the honking, the crazy people, the crackheads. But here, there's crackheads here too, though. You know, you heard from my train stories.
Oh yeah,
as well.
That's true. The silent film guy was my favorite. Go back to that episode to know what we're talking about.
The scat reader.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope we never meet again.
No.
But yeah, that shocked me. But then I liked it because I was like, wait, I'm safe. So in Miami, I can't walk by myself like drunk. And you're trying to get kidnapped. But in Japan, I was like, wow, this is really safe. So I didn't expect that.
That's true.
I didn't expect that. But yeah, that's the only thing that I was like, But the drinking culture shocked me too, because you could drink outside. Oh
yeah, that's another one. Open carry? That does not sound like that's right. No, different thing.
Open can.
Open can? Yes, okay.
Open strong zero.
Yeah.
See, we also don't know the dangers of strong zero when we first get here.
I do now after
now
our
we know
episode.
because we did that episode.
Yeah. But I definitely was drinking a lot of... No, not so much these days. But yeah, back in the day, I was for sure. Yeah.
When I had no money, that was the
again,
thing. You
so much
pregame
bang for your buck. Yeah.
You pregame and then you go to the bar because I love having like good cocktails, and they have a lot of good bars in Japan.
Yeah. I love like bar culture is a lot different in Japan, so that was really nice. No tipping, that was a big culture shock for me. I've left a tip my first night, like eating out to dinner here on study abroad, and they chased me out of the restaurant with my money, so that was cool. But yeah, I think just from a safety perspective, do as I say, not as I do. But I've been in like many situations that probably would have been so dangerous if I was in the US in terms of being alone at night or walking home a little tipsy and things like that. And so I'm just very thankful. Not saying Japan is perfect. Shady stuff happens all the time to people, but it was just... That was kind of an interesting culture shock. Yeah, cultural difference to me too. Yeah. Is there anything like, I don't want to say you regret, but if you could do something over again in your study abroad experience, would you, and what would it be?
Do it again or don't do it? Like something you regret.
Something, yeah, kind of something like a do-over, yes.
Yeah.
If there was something you could do over in your experience, what would you change?
For sure, I wouldn't have dated anyone. Don't do that.
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah, because then you have to go through this whole process of like, if you're a serious person, I don't know. I guess if you're 21, it's different. 21, you're not going to think about staying with the person. But I was already 26. So I was like, oh my God. So this random guy I met, I'm like, oh my God, he's my soulmate. I'm going to move to Japan. Don't do that, guys. Just have fun, like hook up and like do your thing. Don't try to get into a relationship because then you start doing things that's like feels that it's going towards that relationship when you should be doing it for the love of Japan. Like you just want to be here. So I really want to think like, oh, if I went back at the time and I wasn't thinking about my man or whatever at the time, would I still move to Japan? I think so. I like to think so. But it's better not to put that variable and just like think about Japan, not just about a person that you want to be with. Like, why are you moving here? It should be because
you like the place.
Yeah, because you really want to live in Japan. But it's okay because I broke up with that person and then I still stayed in Japan. So so I still stayed in Japan and that means I loved it. And like, I had my friends here, like I have my life here. So that's the only thing I would do over. Because all the friends I made, I loved. And because of that chain of events, I was able to meet you guys. Mm-hmm. So there's a reason there's a reason I had to date somebody and then it led me to you guys. So
yeah.
It's not that bad.
Everything happens for a reason. Every choice you make
good or
leads
bad.
you to now. Yeah. That's a good one. How about you, Frankie?
I mean, I did enjoy my study abroad, but I kind of wish that I went somewhere where they didn't speak English.
Okay.
Just to get more language experience.
Any place in mind that you're thinking about?
Maybe France or Spain.
I see. Yeah.
Ooh,
that would be really
Spain.
Cool.
Just I want her to speak Spanish.
So.
Did you kind of pick up like an accent a little bit though by the time you came back? Or?
No, there were some people who really forced the British accent.
Really?
Is that a thing that happened?
Yeah. I mean, some of the words, of course, like if I said my flat and my flatmates.
The tube.
My flatmates.
Yeah.
Oh, there were American friends who were like doing the whole Harry Potter thing.
Yeah. So.
Right, because back then it was popular before.
Maybe just some of the words, but I didn't change my accent.
I see.
I feel like you're good at impressions, but just in general.
Because my flatmates, the first night I was there, the one girl was, she smoked a lot, so she's like, "Do you blaze?"
I'm just thinking of when Frankie was like, "Everybody look at Kohei. Everybody look at Kohei sitting down."
French man.
And then what did she say about your accent?
Oh, one of my flatmates said, "Your accent's so cute." Like, me? What about you?
That's funny. Another person, not from Hawaii, but just from America, called me out on my accent. So that was the first time I learned I had an accent. I'm kind of code switching now because I lived in Japan long enough without like enough Hawaii Pidgin English speakers.
Japanese.
But no, because I would like speak more like with a Pidgin accent, like a Hawaii dialect. And so,
that's your approach, or what's
like, not like making fun of me, teasing me, but like lightheartedly, they're like, "Oh, you have an accent. Where is that from?" And I was like, "I have an accent," So like learning that I don't speak the same way as other people was kind of like an interesting culture shock. But
I too have an accent.
Yeah.
So when I was teaching English to my Japanese students and adults, they record my voice to listen at home. And then one of my students showed it to her son. She's like, "This is my teacher." And then, I'm saying something. And he was like, "She's Latina."
Oh.
Because he dated a Latina, someone from Chile.
Nice.
In Canada. I don't know why in Canada, but we're everywhere.
Yeah.
So he dated a girl from Chile in Canada, and he's like, "Yeah, they sound similar."
Nice.
She's Latina.
That's good that he could pick it up or recognize it.
I was like, but it's like I have an accent. A little bit.
I think one thing I would do I mentioned earlier, make more Japanese friends, kind of branch out in that way. But like after thinking about it, also just not letting the worry of money affect like my travel and what I did.
Yeah.
There were so many times where maybe I had a travel opportunity, or my school would sometimes do like activities like go apple picking in Aomori or like go somewhere, and if it always costs money, I just was like, no, it's okay. I don't need to do that. Like that, I let that get in the way of like a lot of stuff.
When you're a broke student.
Yeah. So that's kind of one thing I wish I could do over is just, I mean, saving money and everything. That's really important, but not letting that affect so much of my experience in Japan too.
I had two friends who like made me stop doing that.
Oh.
Yeah, so they kind of got me out. So this is before COVID. So they're like, "Let's go to Okinawa." And I'm like, "Okay, but I'm kind of broke." And she's like, "It's okay. We're going to go to couch surfing." Do you know couch surfing?
Oh, my God. Yes.
You stay at people's couches for free.
For free, yeah.
So she's like, "I got you, fam." So all we had to pay was like the plane ticket and then like the food. But the stay was free. And like we stayed in like this colonel's house.
Okay.
Because he had an extra...
Sanders?
Yeah. Kentucky ni shinai?
It must have been the young version.
Yeah.
Must
The
have
hot
been
one, the Japanese one.
The one that drives you for burritos. But he was so nice. He had an extra room. He's like, "Come on, girls. I don't know if he just wanted to have girls.
I was just gonna say, like, what is the catch? Why is it free?
But he was like,
skeptic.
you know, you're young and free, so you're like, let me take this humongous risk. But I wouldn't have done that by myself. Never.
No.
I'm
don't do that.
Trying to get kidnapped in Okinawa, never come back. But since I was with 3 other girls, I felt confident.
Yeah.
2 other girls. It was 3 of us.
You could take it.
Yeah, we could beat him up. He was shorter than me. I could take him.
Oh.
But he was so nice. He had a car, and he took us to get burritos, and then he was really nice.
That sounds nice.
But then he made out with my friends.
That's why his couch is free. That's why he did couch surfing.
He had a girlfriend.
Ah!
No, he didn't. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
I just looked away.
The less we know, the better, maybe.
I'm just drinking like, oh God. I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
They're younger than me. But yeah, that's what got me to do it. But I had absolutely no money. And then my friend was broke too, and she had to borrow money from me. So that was funny.
It sounds like a typical, college experience.
She's like, I can't buy a bikini. We're trying to go to the beach.
You're like, let's go to Okinawa, but I don't have like bikini money. That's crazy.
She did not have bikini money, so.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. I love that friend.
Do we have any study abroad stories you wanted to share before we wrap up?
I just asked on Instagram, so I have 3 quick things. So somebody said, locking eyes with a beautiful Japanese woman in full kimono at Gas Panic on one of their anniversary nights years ago, and my friends and I realized she was likely with the Yakuza. She seemed friendly and smiled at us.
Dude, Gas Panic just unlocked like
What's Gas Panic?
Is that a club?
It's a club name. It's a club in Tokyo, but like I have not heard the words Gas Panic in like
I thought
10 years.
I thought it was a clothing store.
No,
Yeah, I thought it was like food.
I think it's a club, and I'm pretty sure I've been to it.
Oh, really?
Gas Panic! Oh my god, that's natsukashii.
Interesting.
Okay.
Someone else said, I was surprised when I had to take off my shoes at my school on the first day. It was the first time studying in my socks.
Oh, there you go. Maybe they're more comfy. Could study a little more.
That sounds comfy. So the next one, I did a 1-year exchange at the end of my bachelor's degree. I didn't need the credit. It was just an opportunity I wanted to take advantage of. The university I did my exchange at had a lot of opportunities for the foreign students to interact with Japanese students, which was great. One of my classes additionally had the same class, sociolinguistics, for English-speaking exchange students, and for one for regularly enrolled Japanese students. In one class, I gave a presentation that gave background on my life, how I grew up in one country speaking English, then moved to a European country as an adult, learned a second language, and worked as a model for a decade before retiring and deciding to go to university. In the country I now live, it's incredibly common for people to go to university at whatever age they want because it's free. People often study after having worked. At the end of the presentation, the Japanese students wrote us comments that were mostly supportive, like, it's hard to learn Japanese, so please, ganbatte kudasai. But one student told me they thought it was really brave of me to start university at my age.
Shade.
She's so brave.
Anyway, I knew that attending university in Japan is based on very set social expectations, one of them being age-related, but I hadn't realized how internalized it was by students until I read that message a few months into my exchange.
Yeah, that's so true, because I can't remember how it came up if we're watching something, my husband and I, but that topic came up about someone like maybe going back to school, like they're going...
You.
Like a university student, but like they're kind of maybe they did their life stuff and they worked or whatever, and then they went back to school in like their 40s or 50s. I think I also mentioned as well, like if I could do it again, I would also just go to university when I'm older, like now in my 30s or 40s, because you're just so much more mature. You focus on like what you want to study more. Like I'm not thinking about studying when I'm 19 or 18. That's crazy, so. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that I was kind of talking about that, and my husband was kind of like, what? Why? So I think it's more common than we think about. Yeah, that expectation of going to school by a certain age in Japan. Yeah.
In the US, it's
normal.
Pretty common too. Yeah. Like at my school, I remember there was some lady who I had a class with who was, I think, in her 40s, and she just felt like getting another bachelor's degree.
Yeah, there's people like that, or if not undergrad, a lot of graduate students are just like, I had a lot older graduate students in my same program as me too. Yeah.
Or people in the military who might start later.
Yeah, that's true, right? They started like 25 or 26 or something.
I mean, I graduated when I was 28. But like for personal reasons, like I took some time off. Like I did start college in like 21 and 20. But then like at 22, I was like, okay, I need to like take care of my personal stuff. And then I think I went back when I was like 24, 25.
Nice. And that's good too. I think from a financial standpoint too, I think I much would rather go in my late 20s or now in my 30s versus when you're like 7. Well, I have a late birthday, so I was like 17, and like who has money at that age, you know, like for college, college in the U.S. at least, you know, but
so expensive.
Yeah, but
that's mostly why I had to stop and like work on like getting a scholarship and all that.
Yeah, it's expensive out there. University in Japan, yes, it is expensive. But when I did the math and like compared the two, it's like crazy. I don't want to say cheap because everyone has different financial backgrounds, but it is not as insane as college in the U.S. Let's put it that way.
I think Kansai Guide is like $10,000
a year.
Yeah,
which is like not even the cost of a dorm in the U.S. in some schools.
That wouldn't even cover a semester, probably.
In New York City, so expensive.
All right. You have anything else you want to mention before you wrap up?
Any encouraging words?
Yeah, there
those
you go.
wanting to study abroad.
If you're like on the fence about it, just do it. Because whether you regret it or you don't, like you're still gonna be like, well, I had this experience. Like I was able to expand my mind, if you will, and you can decide if you didn't like it or you don't. Because some people don't like to live abroad. Like I know my brother is like that. But for me, like I loved it and I moved away. And like my family doesn't even like that, by the way, because we're Hispanic. They want me there. They're like, please move back. But you know, it's something that I wanted to do. So like you can find out if you want to do that or not. And like the only way to find out is to do it.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right. It'll change your life.
It might.
Yeah.
It might.
All right.
It probably will.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And if you've studied abroad, let us know how that was.
And thank you so much to Rosa for being here today. Woo! All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.